Hello and welcome to my live video. Today I'm going to be answering questions about anything really, but hopefully about the episode of The Originals, which airs on Friday at 9 p.m. on the CW. And it's a very special episode for me, an episode close to my heart because I directed it. It's the first episode I've directed of The Originals. And indeed the first episode of television I've directed, so really excited for you guys to see it. And the questions are starting to come in, so let's have a little look. What do I expect the future for Klaus to be? I mean, I hope that Klaus has a bright future, but you have to kind of doubt it a little because he just treats everyone so awfully, you know. He's very destructive and very self-destructive. So for me, I hope the future for Klaus is that he becomes a better father, to Hope, that he at least learns from his 1,000 years plus of mistakes and treats Hope with some love and some respect, and that she doesn't repeat the mistakes of her father. Who does Klaus want to kill most in the show right now? I'd say Lucian, because as we've just found out from watching episode 16 that was on last week, Lucian has been deceiving them all and is determined to become something powerful enough to defeat the Originals. And so, yeah, he... Hey, I've got one here from Sandy that says, I read you were a model. Did this help with your acting? I wasn't a model. So it didn't help with my acting. I'm wondering if Klaus will return to New Orleans. Yes, Klaus will return to New Orleans, but only after he's made sure it's safe for Haley and for Hope, and also after he has pursued the clues, really investigated Kingmaker and found what Lucian is up to. Then he'll feel like he's in a good position to return home and help the family. The questions are moving really fast. It's hard to read them quickly. Okay, let's have a look. Have a little sip of tea while I have a look. Do I paint in real life? Yes, I do. My dad was a painter. He painted mostly on oils, and my wife and I both paint. We have a painting studio in the house, and we both paint together and separately alone. I find it like a great release and a time when I don't have to think about anything because I'm just painting. What's the best thing about directing? I would say, Stephanie, the best thing about directing is being involved in the creative process earlier. So it's being able to make more decisions creatively about the episode, whether that's about storylines or dialogue or where certain scenes take place or the journey of characters. You know, I'm thoroughly invested in the show. I love The Originals, and I really love collaborating creatively, and so to have a bit more control there and to be more involved was very pleasing to me. It was very exciting. Will Klaus have a cape? God, I hope so. I hope so, because really his life is not going to be complete until he gets a cape, you know, and I think then people will start to see him as a hero, and I think that's really the only bridge there for him. You know, that's why he's still classed as a villain in some people's minds. A cape does change everything, doesn't it? Let's have a little look. Love this show, from Tara. Thank you, Tara. Give a shout out to my best friend Rebecca McCaffrey. Hello, Rebecca. What an accent. Damn. Don't know if that's good or bad. Could be like, damn, what an accent. Terrible. Damn it. Let's see what we got going on here. What am I drinking? Peppermint tea. Are you doing any meet and greets in Scotland? I haven't done any meet and greets for ages. Well, actually, I did one in Atlanta. I did Icon. But I haven't done any conventions apart from that for a couple of years. I'm thinking about doing some more in the future, so I have to see where I'm invited. I think I would like to do some more, but it's just, you know, making the time for them and picking the ones that excite me, you know. So we'll see if I'm invited to any. The originals or the Vampire Diaries? I got the originals, of course. My loyalty has got to be to the show centered around the original family. What kind of a villain would I be if that wasn't the case? Joseph, how did you manage to keep in line your crazy cast during episode 17? You know, it was funny because there was a lot of jokes thrown around with me and the cast about, you know, the kind of shenanigans that go on during the time I was directing. But when it came to actually doing it and rehearsing before it, everyone was just so utterly supportive, so wonderful, and came to work with their A game and with ideas and were responsive to my ideas. So it was really pleasing and a big relief to see that everyone was, you know, really pulling together to make it the best episode possible. So, yeah, that was a big thrill about it. And actually, one of the things I'm really excited about you guys, for you guys to see this episode, is the performances. I think the performances are some of the best this season, and we really kind of focused on character and performance in the episode. Although there is a lot of action and stunt work as well. You know, performance takes center stage for me, of course. It's the thing I care most about, and so yeah, that was what I really wanted to focus on. And I hope you'll come away, if nothing else, from watching the episode saying the performances were great, and dramatically it was a great episode. Would you like to direct in the future? Yes, I would, definitely. We have been confirmed for a season 4, which is exciting, and so I'm already making phone calls, you know. I had such a terrific time directing this season, and so yeah, I definitely want to do it again. It was terrific. Let's see what else we've got here. Drum roll. What is the most important thing to Klaus? Hope. Both his child Hope and also hope of a better future, I think. Hope that he will somehow redeem himself or find redemption. I think deep down that's what he wants. He wants to be loved and to be accepted, and so he clings to that hope. Hence the name of his little girl. Jen Cockrell, my 3-year-old's name is Klaus. Oh, poor lad. I hope he doesn't get into as much trouble as Klaus Michelson. Let's see what else we've got here. There's not all of these are questions, so I'm trying to field and see what's coming through. Klaus, your promo videos make my life, from Livy Gad. Thank you. They're a lot of fun to make. At first, you know, I believed that Instagram was just a tool for making fun of Daniel Gillies, but then I learned it could be used to reach people and promote the show. And so really, you know, knowing that I can use Instagram, you know, for those two things is exciting to me, and I hope to make more promotional videos in the future, and that, you know, that people will respond to them as well as they have. What's your favorite hobby? I love to read. That's one of my favorite hobbies. I love Stephen King. I'm listening to an audiobook at the moment of The Stand, although I've read The Stand years and years ago, but I love anything post-apocalyptic, really, so I thought I'd revisit that. And also, I have a fair commute to work. It's about 40 minutes, so I like to listen to audiobooks if I'm not listening to music on the way to work, you know. It's fun to kind of involve yourself in someone else's story before you go and create stories of your own. So yeah, that's a favourite hobby of mine. Let's see. Klaus, you're the guy. Fingers like that. Yeah, I guess so. Why are Brits the best villains? Dangerous territory there for me to answer that. If you could be another character, who would it be? From Iona, I wouldn't be another character. Not in this world. Let's see. Did you originally audition for Klaus from Liz? I did. I did audition for Klaus. I read for Klaus. I did some a scene that was with Alaric, which wasn't in the Vampire Diaries in the end. It was just a sort of scene that they put out, a dummy scene they call it, in case anyone posts it online and reveals storyline. So they create these fake scenes for people to audition. And I read the scene, and then I went to meet Julie Plec and Kevin Williamson, and managed to snag the role of Klaus that would change my life. So very grateful for that. Favourite female character from the originals? Hope Michelson. My favourite character. Will we be seeing Rebecca make a return? I hope so. Favourite fight scene? The fight scene in episode 17 coming up. Actually, there's two fight scenes. One of them, I think, was in the promo a little, featuring Klaus and Hayley taking down a bunch of SWAT guys. That was awesome to film and to direct, to plan out the whole thing. And then there's another terrific fight scene with Lucian and some other characters, which was great. Let's see what else we got here. I remember seeing you in Doc Martin, Kathy Hughes writes. That was a great job to do in Cornwall, Port Isaac by the beach. That was really lovely. Beautiful. You know, we get up so early to go and film, so I'd be up at 5 a.m. putting my shoes on the balconies, and I'd see the fishing boats going out for the day. Really, really gorgeous to be there for a while with the hilariously talented Martin Clins. Let's have a look. Do I like potatoes? Yes, I do, Jada. I like potatoes and sweet potatoes. Terrific question. Will there be another crossover with Vampire Diaries, says Selena. I don't know if there will or not. It's not something I have control over, but I can tell you that in episode 17 that airs on Friday, Finn and Elijah run into Matt Donovan when they head to Mystic Falls. But I'm not sure if there will be another crossover. Possibly. The two worlds exist, you know. They're the same worlds, the same world that the two shows exist in. So. Let's see, what else? Have I ever travelled to South America? Yes, I have travelled to South America. I've been to Argentina and to Uruguay, which was terrific. I went there a long time ago. But I had a great time, especially in Uruguay. It was great. Buenos Aires was kind of amazing. Let's see. Will I be at Comic-Con in the future? Maybe this year. I'm not sure yet. We have to wait a little bit to see if we're going to bring the show to Comic-Con. But quite possibly. It's always a lot of fun. Brazil, love you. 9 hearts. Thank you, Brazil. Let's see what else we have. favorite acting job? At the moment, this one. I love it. Although I'm pretty tired. We're filming the finale at the moment. And this is my one day off. And then tonight I have a huge speech to learn. And then tomorrow we go and do a couple of extremely dramatic scenes. What's new, right? But it's going to be great. Really, really great. I'm ready for a break, however. We are racing towards the end. I think we finish a week Thursday. So, yeah. It's going to be some well-needed rest for everyone involved in the show. Joseph, I could listen to you forever. That's from Trina. Not going to talk forever, Trina. So you could watch the video again and again and just hear the same things talked about again and again. Or you could watch episodes of the originals over and over again. But I don't think I can continue this video forever. I need to eat and rest at some point. What's your favourite episode of the originals? Come on, Friday's episode. Let's see. Favourite place in New Orleans? Frenchman Street for the live music. Love Frenchman Street. Emma Thompson says, what are you, drunk? I'm not sure if you're saying, what am I drinking? Or if you're actually asking me if I'm drunk. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here. We've got time for a couple more questions. What is my favourite city? That's a tough one. I really like London. I also really like New York. There's so many cities I haven't been to, though, you know, so I'm really pleased to... I'd be really excited to go visit some places, some cities that I haven't visited before. You know, I love to travel and to experience new cultures, so that would be something I'd be really excited about. Let's see what else we've got here. You can send questions as well as comments. Would I like to come to Italy? I've been to Italy twice. I loved it. I would definitely come back. What music do you listen to? From Maggie Duck. I listen to all sorts of music. I really like Florence and the Machine, as I think a lot of you know. I like Mumford & Sons. I really like Eminem as well. Some film soundtrack, Jonesy and Alex. Tom Waits is probably one of my favourites. I love Tom Waits. And I think those are the ones I listen to the most, probably. Let's see, do I have any tattoos? Yes. I've never been to Bulgaria, Velislav, but give me time. It's nice to see you smile for a change. Klaus smiles, you know, normally when he's done something pretty terrible, but still, he smiles. What's your favourite film, Mandy Perry? For loads of films I really like. One of my favourites I saw recently was Room. I thought it was terrific. And then, of all time, I love Fight Club. I love Scarface. I guess 12 Monkeys, the movie I really like. Yeah. Come to Cornwall. Yeah, I do want to go back to Cornwall. I loved it there. It's terrific. Thanks, Latvia. Appreciate the love. Do I love dogs? Yes, I do. I have 2 dogs. A lot of nice comments. Thank you very much. What attracted you to being an actor? I don't know. I mean, I've just sort of always really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing school plays, and I went to the theatre from when I was very young. My grandparents took me to the theatre quite a lot, and I just started to love films. When I was a teenager, really became obsessed with films, Quentin Tarantino especially, but also Al Pacino's early films, and just really, really fell in love with the idea of acting. Although I wanted to be a director before I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a writer-director like Tarantino, and I started to pursue that, and then I felt like I should get a background in acting in order to go into that, and then I kind of fell in love with acting, and now I'm moving back towards directing and writing as well. But I think I'll always act because I love it so much. All right, one more question. What have you got for me? Waiting for a good one. Here we go. Any minute now. Someone's going to send through a question that catches my eye. Here it comes. Wait for it. Best play. Someone's asked me, what is the best play? That's a tough one. One of my favorites is Macbeth, also Orpheus Descending by Tennessee Williams, also The Dumbwaiter by Pinter, and I'd love to do, especially The Dumbwaiter I've thought about doing before. Matt and I thought about doing it, my friend Matt Ryan thought about putting that on together. That would be pretty great. It's a 2-hander, about 2 hitmen in a room, in a hotel room. Be pretty terrific. So that was the last question. Thank you so much for tuning in to my live video chat. Watch the originals on Friday at 9 p.m. Watch it. Watch it. It's really a great episode. I'm really proud of it, and I think you'll enjoy it very much. I'm excited to see what everyone thinks about it. Thanks so much, guys.